A joyful life is an individual creation that cannot be copied from a recipe. Hi all, I'm here to review a book which is very relevant while we consider our life and life lessons. The book we are talking about is Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experiences, written by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. Flow was published in 1990. Flow explains why we seek happiness in the externals and what's wrong with it, from how you can find enjoyment in your life and how you can truly happy by creating your own meaning of life. Mihaly digs into the state of effortless work where challenges and skills align together perfectly and time seems to fly. He makes a strong statement by the book is control of consciousness determines the quality of life. In this book, he takes on the problem and tells how to live a happier life. A meaningful life is the one where the person spends his time in a state of optimal experience called flow. There are mainly three concepts which I could understand from this book. To live a great life ahead, all your goals must be unified in a way that produces the maximum amount of flow. It doesn't matter what your goal is, as long as it keeps getting you into the flow without caring what other people think. People often end up feeling that their lives has been wasted or nothing left in their life instead of being filled with happiness, and their life was spent in anxiety and boredom. Subjective experiences is not just one of the dimensions of life, it is life itself. He's making sure that the reader must understand the importance of experiences which they were gone through and are going to face. What is actually flow means? Flow is a state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience itself is so enjoyable that people will do it even at great cost. Simply, passion meets flow. Passion is nothing but you are doing something which you love to do the most by expecting any reward and having no fear to lose anything to do that. You will felt like you are in the zone, you lose track of time. Basically, flow is where your life feels like the perfect game. So, the best moment in our life occur when a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult or worthwhile. The main concept introduced by him is pleasure and happiness are not the same thing. He stated that pleasure and happiness are different. This is a really cool differentiation. When you eat a tasty food, or when you're watching a favorite show, or having romance, you are in a pleasure state that you lost your control or consciousness. So, but happiness is a state of optimal experiences. It's state of joy, creativity, and total involvement in which problems seems to disappear. And this is an accelerating feelings of self-transcendence and control. This is where true happiness lies, as happiness allows you to work towards your most important goals and to go beyond the limitations of your genes. Many people opt pleasure over happiness, which the world makes easy, as we seem to live in an instant gratification land now, which is also why many people are so miserable. But how can you find enjoyment? By trying to spend a lot of time in flow. In this book, Mihaly leads us to his life work and thinking over to life altering chapters. In each chapter, he's showing us that flow is very important, and if you go through it with very pleasant mind, you can definitely become very successful and master of your happiness and your own life. Mihaly gets straight to the problem. Instead of flowing by default, we mostly fluctuate between two extremes. So, the three takeaways which I got from this book is happiness and enjoyment are two different things. Life goal is relevant. So set a life goal. And the final one is flow is where the challenges and skills match. So go and get some crazy goals and tell others get lost if they tell you it's stupid. If it keeps you challenged, so your skills keep growing and get more complex as you go along your God. I have a hunch that the more you do, the more successful you will be. To make a successful life and to know more about flow, and for those who wanted to make a positive change in their life, I recommend this book. Please go through it and feel that positivity.